Fun fact, when you look at Mark 16:5, it says, when they entered the tomb, they saw a young man clothed in a white robe sitting on the right side. Notice, a young man. And then it says the women were shocked, but the angels said, hang on, that says it's a young man. That doesn't say angel. Where did they get angel from?
So this is an example of atheist low reading comprehension. Now, Calvin here is sitting there, he's confused. Well, in one sentence it says a young man, and in another sentence it says an angel. But just by basic reading comprehension, when you see young man in white robes, okay, we're talking about a specific type of thing going on here. So when it says the angel said, someone with at least elementary reading comprehension would realize that the white robes young man means that young man in white robes is an angel. I mean, my goodness, throughout the entire scriptures, we see angels appearing in human-like form. After all, Hebrews 13:2 says, be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware. In other words, angels look just like men. Now, some people get confused because they hear about the cherubim, which have 4 wings, or the seraphim, which have 6 wings. So they automatically assume that angels all have wings. But the types of angels that come to earth as messengers, unless you're talking about the things that you see in Ezekiel, they almost always appear in human form. In fact, whenever we go and we look at the story of Abraham and Lot, angels appear to Abraham, and they look like ordinary men, and they sit down and they talk with Abraham, but they look like ordinary men. And that can be found in Genesis 18:8, and in Genesis 19:1, it reveals that those men were indeed angels. Anyhow, those angels go to Sodom and Gomorrah, and then the people of the town think that they're regular men, and they want Lot to send them out so they can have their way with them. So again, angels appear looking like men. Whenever the Nephilim were created, angels descended and had human presence and had their way with human women and produced the Nephilim. So angels appear as looking like human men, even though they're not. Now, there's debate in theological circles as to exactly how that occurs. Could it be that the angels are capable of manifesting a physical body while they're here, and that physical body dissipates when they leave? Another idea is that they're able to temporarily create a physical shell that they can possess or inhabit. Another idea is that they possess someone else's human body like demons do. That one's highly unlikely because that's what demons do. Remember, demons are also angels. They're just fallen angels. But anyhow, the point is, this is a demonstration of extremely low reading comprehension to think that the scripture is contradicting itself in 2 butted up against each other sentences.